The role of artificial intelligence in the job market is expanding rapidly, with hiring systems that use algorithms becoming more and more common. One survey has found that 55% of human resource leaders in the US already use predictive algorithms when recruiting. While some AI systems present opportunities to reduce biases, others create new forms of discrimination.
Those algorithms can identify certain dimensions that would indeed target to a female application. Indeed, here what we see is that there is no guarantee that the way algorithms are produced would prevent such discriminations at the workplace, nor, for example, when those algorithms are used to evaluate the performances of work.
This isn't the only risk related to the use of AI. During the pandemic, teleworking became the norm, and trade unions have now identified some unsettling practices, with companies surveilling their employees.
Here, what we see is that some algorithms in the online way to work have been introduced or have been used more prominently to trace the way workers are working, how long they are working, how many times the keyboard has been touched, for example, even to have this biometric tracing. And this is not acceptable. You can't be a big brother in all of those I mentioned, and this is what we call undue surveillance.
An increase in the pervasive use of AI over workers is causing concern among some EU legislators, who feel its uses have already gone too far in some cases. But striking the right balance isn't always easy, something many MEPs want to do.
We have to improve the public safety, but this cannot happen, and we will never allow to happen at the expense of the human rights. So we have to find a thin balance between keeping the data protection, keeping the rights of privacy, the rights of freedom of expression on one hand, and better security. The red line is somewhere in the middle. And we have to find it and to put it on the right spot.
In non-democratic countries like China, artificial intelligence has long determined people's lives. But in Europe, it hasn't. And as AI becomes more prolific, politicians will have to make a decision on how best to use it effectively, while also maintaining people's rights. Christopher Pittas, Euronews, Brussels.